Imagine a god carved from wood, a god with huge round eyes, a god without complete hands or feet, a deity worshipped by millions, yet surrounded by mysteries no one can fully explain. Every year, gigantic chariots roll through the streets of Puri. Millions gather to pull them with ropes, believing that even touching those ropes can wash away sins. Kings bow before this deity. Saints dedicate their lives to him. And for centuries, the secrets of Lord Jagannath have fascinated historians, archaeologists, and devotees alike. But who is Lord Jagannath really? Why does he look so different from every other Hindu god? And what ancient mystery lies hidden inside the Jagannath Temple of Puri? Today, we uncover the incredible history, legends, mysteries, and spiritual power of Lord Jagannath. On the eastern coast of India, beside the roaring Bay of Bengal, lies the sacred city of Puri. For over 1,000 years, pilgrims have traveled barefoot through forests, deserts, and rivers just to reach this holy place. Puri is considered one of the 4 sacred Char Dham pilgrimage sites in Hinduism. The others are Badrinath in the north, Dwarka in the west, and Rameswaram in the south. But many devotees believe Puri is unique because here, God himself comes out of the temple to meet the people. At the center of the city stands the magnificent Jagannath Temple, one of the most mysterious temples in the world. The temple rises over 200 feet into the sky, crowned by a massive flag that strangely always flutters opposite to the direction of the wind. Even today, scientists and historians struggle to explain many mysteries connected to this temple. But the story of Lord Jagannath began long before the temple existed. According to ancient legends, a king named Indradyumna ruled the kingdom of Malva thousands of years ago. He was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu and dreamed of seeing the most divine form of God. One day, he heard whispers about a mysterious deity called Nila Madhava, worshipped secretly deep inside the forests of Odisha by a tribal chief named Vishvavesu. The king became obsessed. He sent priests and messengers in every direction, but none could find the hidden deity. Finally, a clever Brahmin named Vidyapati entered the forest and discovered the secret shrine. The tribal chief blindfolded him during the journey so he could never reveal the path. But Vidyapati secretly dropped mustard seeds along the way. Days later, the seeds sprouted, revealing the hidden route. When King Indradyumna finally reached the shrine, Nila Madhava had mysteriously disappeared. Heartbroken, the king fasted and prayed for divine guidance. Then, according to legend, Lord Vishnu appeared in his dream and instructed him to build a temple on the shores of Puri. Soon after, a sacred wooden log floated onto the beach from the sea. The king believed this was no ordinary wood. It was divine. That sacred wood became the body of Lord Jagannath. The idols of Lord Jagannath are unlike any Hindu deities in the world. Most Hindu gods are carved from stone or metal, but Jagannath, Balabhadra, and Subhadra are made from sacred neem wood. Their large circular eyes seem to stare directly into the soul. But perhaps the strangest part is this: the idols are incomplete. They have no proper hands or feet. Why? Legend says that the divine architect Vishwakarma agreed to carve the idols on one condition: nobody could disturb him while he worked. Days passed, then weeks. The queen became worried because no sound came from inside the room. Unable to control his curiosity, King Indradyumna opened the door. Inside, Vishwakarma had vanished, and the idols remained unfinished forever. Yet devotees believe this incomplete form symbolizes something profound, that God cannot be fully understood or contained by human imagination. Historians believe the origins of Lord Jagannath may be even older than classical Hinduism. Many scholars think Jagannath worship began among tribal communities of Odisha. The wooden idols, large eyes, and unique rituals are very different from traditional Vedic practices. Some historians connect Jagannath to ancient tribal deities worshipped by the Savara tribe. Over centuries, tribal beliefs merged with Vaishnavism, Buddhism, Shaivism, and Shaktism. That is why Lord Jagannath is seen differently by different communities. To Vaishnavas, he is Lord Krishna. To some Buddhists, the 3 deities resemble the Buddhist Triratna. To tribal worshippers, Jagannath remains the ancient forest god. This blending of cultures made Jagannath one of the most inclusive deities in Indian history. The present Jagannath Temple was built during the 12th century by King Anantavarman Kadaganga Deva of the Eastern Ganga dynasty. Massive stone blocks were transported across enormous distances. Thousands of artisans, sculptors, and laborers worked tirelessly for years. The temple became not only a spiritual center, but also a symbol of Odishan identity and power. Its architecture represents the peak of Kalinga temple design. The towering shikara dominates the skyline even today. Ancient sailors traveling through the Bay of Bengal reportedly used the temple tower as a landmark from the sea. The temple complex became immensely wealthy and influential. Kings donated gold, land, jewels, and entire villages for its maintenance. Yet the temple would also face invasions, destruction, and political turmoil. Throughout history, the Jagannath Temple was attacked many times. Invaders sought its wealth and religious importance. During several invasions, priests secretly carried the idols away from Puri to protect them. Sometimes the deities were hidden in forests, sometimes in remote villages. Despite repeated threats, the worship of Jagannath never stopped. This resilience strengthened the emotional bond between the deity and the people of Odisha. To devotees, Jagannath was not merely a statue. He was the living protector of the land. Perhaps the most spectacular festival connected to Lord Jagannath is the famous Rath Yatra. Every year, gigantic wooden chariots are constructed from scratch using sacred rituals. Millions of devotees gather in Puri. The three deities, Jagannath, Balabhadra, and Subhadra, emerge from the temple and ride through the streets. The chariots are enormous. Jagannath's chariot alone towers like a moving temple. Devotees pull the ropes with immense devotion. The atmosphere becomes electric with chants, drums, conch shells, and emotion. Historically, even kings swept the roads before the chariots using golden brooms. This ritual symbolized that before God, everyone is equal. The Rath Yatra became world famous after ISKCON spread Jagannath worship internationally. Today, Jagannath festivals happen in London, New York, Moscow, and cities across the world. The Jagannath Temple is surrounded by strange mysteries. Many visitors claim the temple flag always flows against the wind. Another famous mystery is that birds rarely fly directly above the main temple dome. There is also a belief that the sound of ocean waves disappears once you step inside the temple gates. Perhaps the most sacred mystery is the Brahma Padartha, a mysterious spiritual substance believed to exist inside the idols. During the Nabakaleber ritual, which occurs every 12 to 19 years, the old wooden idols are replaced with new ones. In complete darkness, selected priests transfer the sacred essence from the old idols into the new ones. Even today, nobody publicly knows what this sacred object truly is. The priests who perform the ritual are blindfolded and wear gloves. The mystery remains hidden. Many devotees believe Jagannath is a form of Krishna. One popular legend says the unusual appearance of Jagannath represents Krishna in a state of overwhelming divine emotion. Another legend connects Jagannath to the final moments of Krishna's earthly life. After Krishna's death, his heart is believed to have survived the funeral fire and eventually reached the shores of Puri. That sacred essence was then placed inside the Jagannath idol. Whether history or myth, these stories deepen the emotional connection between Krishna devotion and Jagannath worship. Lord Jagannath represents something unique in Indian spirituality. He belongs to everyone, rich and poor, king and commoner, priest and tribal devotee. His temple kitchen is considered one of the largest in the world. Thousands of people are fed every single day. The Mahaprasad served there is considered sacred beyond measure. For centuries, saints like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Puri and experienced deep spiritual ecstasy before Lord Jagannath. Even today, many devotees say that the eyes of Jagannath feel alive, as though the deity is directly watching them. The word Jagannath means Lord of the universe, and perhaps that is why his story transcends religion, history, and culture. He is ancient yet eternal, simple yet mysterious, incomplete in form, yet complete in meaning. For over 1,000 years, empires rose and fell, Invaders came and went, dynasties disappeared, but Lord Jagannath remained, still watching, still worshipped, still pulling millions toward Puri with an invisible spiritual force. And somewhere within the sacred temple, behind rituals older than memory itself, the mystery of Jagannath continues to live on.